For many of us, the name Star Wars instantly conjures associations with Obi-Wan Kenobi. One of the best examples of what it truly means to be a Jedi, Obi-Wan Kenobi is a fan favorite across the prequel trilogy, original trilogy, and expanded universe. Obi-Wan Kenobi is one of the most important parts of the entire Star Wars universe, which is why we're so excited about the upcoming show on this character. Of course, we all know the story of Obi-Wan Kenobi from the films, training Anakin as his Padawan, exiling himself to Tatooine to watch over Luke Skywalker as the crazy old hermit, dying in a duel with Darth Vader on the Death Star. But there's so much more to this character in the expanded universe, both in canon and in Legends. So I'm here to take you through those stories, to give you the books and comics that you need to read if you want to get the full story of Obi-Wan Kenobi, if you want to dive deeper ahead of his upcoming Disney Plus show. Hi everyone, I'm Nathan Emery, content creator here at Utini, and today I'll be your guide to everything Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan was born on the planet Stujon in 57 BBY. As a Force-sensitive child, Obi-Wan was brought to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant for training and was eventually assigned to Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn. Now, if we dig a little bit into canon, we can figure out that Obi-Wan was taken on as Qui-Gon's apprentice around 45 BBY. Skywalker Family at War places the book Master and Apprentice at 8 years prior to the invasion of Naboo, and Master and Apprentice says that Obi-Wan had been Qui-Gon's Padawan for 5 years at that point. And all that timeline math leads us right into the perfect place to start to learn about the character of Obi-Wan, and that's with Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray. This book is an expertly crafted story of the relationship between Obi-Wan and his master Qui-Gon, both the tumultuous side of it and the rewarding aspects, and a deep dive into the Force. This is one of our top recommended books of all time, so it's definitely a great place to start if you want to learn the canon story of Obi-Wan Kenobi. After Master and Apprentice comes the films and the film novelizations themselves. Phantom Menace takes place 8 years after Master and Apprentice, and then Attack of the Clones after that. As you're probably familiar, these novels detail Obi-Wan's loss of his master Qui-Gon and acceptance of Anakin Skywalker as his Padawan. With the onset of the Clone Wars at Geonosis, Anakin officially graduates from the rank of Padawan to Jedi Knight, and Obi-Wan and Anakin fight alongside each other throughout the Clone Wars. This is where the next canon novel comes in, and that's Brotherhood by Mike Chen. The novel details the changing relationship as Anakin graduates to the rank of Jedi Knight. It's a beautiful story that mirrors Master and Apprentice in many ways, detailing the conflicts in the relationship between Obi-Wan and his former Padawan and the way their bond changes going into this new stage. It's a beautiful story that adds a lot of depth to each character individually and to their relationship, and it's a must-read for fans of Obi-Wan and Anakin. After Brotherhood comes the Clone Wars movie and TV show, which detail various exploits of Obi-Wan Kenobi, often undertaken in conjunction with Anakin. We also get a deeper look into Obi-Wan's former love interest, Satine Kryze, who we get to see explored a little bit in Brotherhood. And both the Clone Wars and Brotherhood expand on this relationship and this sort of underlying understanding of Anakin that we don't get to necessarily see in the films. If you want to see more of Obi-Wan during the Clone Wars, the book Dark Disciple by Christie Golden features some appearances of the character and adds some great depth. And after the Clone Wars, we get the Revenge of the Sith film and novelization. Of course, this details Obi-Wan ending the Clone Wars single-handedly by taking down General Grievous and, of course, his tragic duel with his former Padawan Anakin. And tragedy is a theme throughout Obi-Wan's life as he watches his master die and his former Padawan turn to the dark side. However, another common theme is Darth Maul, who of course kills Qui-Gon in The Phantom Menace. Maul and Obi-Wan skirmish during the Clone Wars, but their intermittent relationship culminates in a duel on Tatooine in 2 BBY. This duel is depicted in the Rebels TV show. If you're looking to get the full story on Obi-Wan, you'll definitely want to check out the Rebels TV show. All of the episodes, including the ones that feature Obi-Wan, are really fantastic. And one of the reasons those Rebels episodes are so rewarding is that they're one of the few canon appearances of Obi-Wan between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. The new show is set at 9 BBY, so actually before those appearances in Rebels, and we're super excited to see what they discuss. The other canon appearances of Obi-Wan during his exile take place in Star Wars 2015 number 7, written by Jason Aaron and illustrated by Simone Bianchi, and 15, written by Jason Aaron and illustrated by Mike Mayhew. Finally, to get the full canon story of Obi-Wan, you'll want to check out the Obi-Wan and Anakin trade paperback written by Charles Soule and illustrated by Marco Cicchetto, and Star Wars Age of Republic Obi-Wan written by Jody Houser and illustrated by Wilton Santos and Corey Smith. If you're looking to step outside of canon a little bit, there's some amazing stories that are told in Legends that add wonderful depth to Obi-Wan's character. The first is Kenobi by John Jackson Miller. This is another of our top recommended books, and it tells of Obi-Wan's exploits on Tatooine as he watches over the young Luke Skywalker. It might be an interesting read to compare to that same period in the new TV show as well. You can also check out the Revenge of the Sith novelization by Matthew Stover, which adds an incredible layer of emotional depth to the film. It's often the one we actually recommend to new readers as their first foray into the world of Star Wars books. It's that good. So there you have it. That's the story of Obi-Wan leading all the way up into his role in A New Hope and setting you up perfectly to watch the new TV series. So if you're looking to dive a little deeper into the character of Obi-Wan ahead of the series, I hope we've helped you find the next reading materials, whether that's books or comics, canon or legends, before you start the series. And as always, for guides on anything Obi-Wan and all things Star Wars, head on over to utini.com. May the Force be with you.